Mind Your Language was a British sitcom that aired for 4 series, 3 on London weekend television from 1977 to 1979, and 1 on Granada in 1986. The show followed a group of foreign students trying to learn English, taught by a well-meaning but often frustrated teacher. The show has been criticized for using ethnic stereotypes and having a xenophobic outlook. However, it was recognized for giving actors of color more visibility on TV at the time. Interestingly, it was also praised and well-received in other countries. Let's watch some of the best and funny moments and episodes from the sitcom in this video. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the bell button so you won't miss any of our videos. Season 1, Episode 1. Jeremy Brown begins his new job teaching English at a night school with a diverse group of adult students. He meets the principal, Miss Courtney, who had problems with the last male teacher and wanted a female teacher this time. Jeremy promises her he can handle it and gets the job on a 1-month trial. When Jeremy meets his students, Miss Courtney checks to see if there are any attractive women in the class who might cause distractions. When she sees no problem, Danielle, a lively French au pair, arrives and sits at the front. Max and Giovanni quickly want to sit beside her, but Jeremy tells them to return to their seats and starts the lesson. Jeremy tries to teach verbs and asks the students to repeat what's on the board. However, Ali and Ranjit start arguing, and the whole class is in chaos soon. Season 1, Episode 13. Ali plays a slot machine at the pub and asks Jeremy for coins. While Ali's back is turned, Ranjit uses 10p to win the jackpot. Jeremy tells them to study for their exam, not waste time at the pub. At the bar, a lady mistakenly thinks Jeremy works there and orders drinks. Jeremy buys drinks for everyone but forgets, which is his, and takes a sip from one. When he asks the lady for money, her husband refuses, saying Jeremy sipped the drink. An argument ensues, and Jeremy pours the drink over the man's head and leaves. Season 1, Episode 2. Miss Courtney tells Jeremy to expect a new African student. When Inspector Roger Kenyon arrives unexpectedly, Jeremy mistakenly thinks he's the new student. Jeremy complains about inspectors during class, unaware that Kenyon is listening. Miss Courtney later apologizes for Jeremy's remarks and reveals that Kenyon is the inspector. Later, Jeremy mistakenly believes Kenyon's wife is the new African student, causing another mix-up. Season 3, Episode 1. Miss Courtney tells Jeremy that Zoltan has gone back to Hungary. A sheik arrives wanting to enroll his Scottish chauffeur, Jock, in the English class. Although they usually don't accept students mid-term, Miss Courtney agrees after the sheik offers £2,000. Jock, who is from Glasgow, speaks in a way that only Jeremy can understand. Jeremy tries to help Jock with his speech, but Jock ends up insulting everyone, causing chaos in the class. After a tea break, Miss Courtney takes over Jeremy's class, while Jeremy teaches the sheik how to speak with a Scottish accent. Season 1, Episode 6. On Jeremy's birthday, the class gives him gifts. Miss Courtney then tells Jeremy that a new female teacher will replace him, as he was only on a 1-month trial. Upset, Jeremy leaves and informs the class. Miss Courtney takes over until Miss Hardacre arrives, but the students refuse to cooperate. Miss Courtney realizes she may have made a mistake. Season 3, Episode 7. Miss Courtney wants a celebrity to open the school fete. Max claims he knows Arthur Mullard and agrees to ask him. In reality, Max doesn't know Mullard. He was just bragging. At the pub, Max asks Sid to call Miss Courtney and apologize, saying Mullard can't come. When Miss Courtney offers a small payment, Sid agrees to attend the fete. Meanwhile, Max spots a man at the bar who looks like Mullard. It turns out he is Arthur Mullard, and he agrees to open the fete, saving Max from trouble. Season 3, Episode 4. Jeremy is teaching conversation when Sid interrupts to say Mr. English wants to see him. Mr. English offers Jeremy a better-paying job, so Jeremy decides to take it. He tells Miss Courtney he's leaving and bids farewell to the class. The next day, Jeremy shows up at his new job, only to learn from Mr. English that they no longer need him because the other teacher is staying. Jeremy tries to return to his old job, but it's already been filled. The new teacher struggles with the class, which pretends to be uncooperative. Miss Courtney calls Jeremy and offers him his old position, as the class has scared off the new teacher. Season 2, Episode 1. At the start of the new term, Jeremy meets his new and old students, Feeling discouraged about their progress, he announces extra homework and helps Zoltan write a love letter. Miss Courtney warns Jeremy about his poor results from the previous term. Meanwhile, Sid tells Jeremy his premium bond has won £50,000. Jeremy writes a harsh letter to Miss Courtney, but accidentally gives Zoltan the wrong letter, mixing it up with the love letter. Season 3, Episode 5. Jeremy sends the class on a field trip and later finds himself in court defending them after they've been arrested for various disturbances. To his shock, the magistrate is Miss Courtney. The students explain their actions, and most are cleared of charges due to misunderstandings. Jeremy is warned not to end up in court again. As he leaves, he gets a ticket for an expired road tax sticker. Season 1, Episode 4. Max and Giovanni learn some Cockney rhyming slang from Sid, the janitor in the cafeteria. Jeremy arrives with groceries for the lesson and heads to the classroom. He asks the class to identify the items and check their homework. When no one has completed the homework, Jeremy says they must finish it before leaving. Thinking everyone has gone home, Sid locks up and heads to the pub. Realizing they're locked in, Jeremy suggests telling jokes to pass the time. Juan tells a joke in Spanish that no one understands. Sid's friend Charlie notices the classroom light on and alerts Sid, who then has to wake Miss Courtney to help. These are some of the best and hilarious scenes from the TV sitcom Mind Your Language. Feel free to share your thoughts about these episodes and whether you find them funny and acceptable to this day. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the notification button to stay updated on the latest.